Hello, it's Shep and Max here at the Sun Valley Auto Club. Working a little late tonight, but we just couldn't wait to spend some time with this truck. This is a 1956 Chevy short box, half-ton, that's been fully restored.
Love this thing. Restored about 5-ish years ago, but done really well to a high level of meticulism, and I can't wait to show you more about it. So what you're seeing on the outside is a really clean job. We're looking at a lot of trim removed, and it's done in a very cool flat silver. Shep, do you remember what that silver is called?
That is your lead sled silver.
Heck yeah, lead sled silver.
Or bare metal.
Bare metal, yeah.
And it's in the same sort of vein as your flat black. So this would be a paint that you wouldn't want to wax, and you just wash.
Yeah, I was told to use, yeah, catch your breath.
I got something in my throat.
I was told to use, I asked Maximo, our head detailer who details Bugattis and cars like this too. He said just use soap and water on it. So pretty easy to maintain. And it also kind of hides wear and tear. This is a truck out of it, have some fun. It's not your old tractor like a lot of these old trucks are. So here's what we're looking at. We're talking about a 56 body. That body's been completely removed from the frame. The frame was sandblasted and then painted. Check out our undercarriage video for details on that. Full, restored, redone, really tastefully done interior, even up to the headliner. And a lot of good mechanical modifications made to this as well. So very streetable, something that you can show as well.
What else we got? This thing has been really professionally built by a hot rodder. So what are some of our components? What's sitting under here? What's driving this beast?
Okay, so here's what the engine is. It's a 1970 LT1. Love that engine. It's a 355, so it was a 350 punched out a little bit. Small block V8. We've got a steel crank, some rods and fuelie heads in there, so nice top end. We've also got a Demon 750 carburetor on there, so a lot of fuel being dumped in there, but it's controlled through an HEI ignition. We love those HEI kits on the carb setups. They just, you flick the switch, the thing just starts up.
Yeah, if you don't want your old truck to start up like an old truck, that's what you need.
So Shep, to your disappointment, it doesn't have an RV cam. It has a comp cam. And we've got a bunch of details on all these specifics, but you've got all new top end on the engine, but all that power is being sent through a 700R4 transmission that's been fully rebuilt with a new torque converter.
And all that is sitting on top of, this is sitting on top of a Camaro clip as well.
So the front end, the suspension's been completely redone. The front end is a professionally swapped 79 Camaro front clip. So we're talking the A-arms, the bushings have all been rebuilt. The shocks and coils are nice. And then the rear end, too, also has seen a shock addition to the leaf springs. So really, really streetable and nice driving characteristics. So this thing really puts the power down. We've got true long tube headers with an early dump. You won't see any exhaust tailpipes. The dump is right before the rear end. That rear end is a 10-bolt posi with 373 gears, so really, really easy to run out on the highway.
So single stage torch red on the interior, original bench, really tastefully recovered with a matching headliner.
Really slick.
One thing I want to point out on this bed as well, so those are new oak planks, but they were touched up with the same interior red just for an extra bit of flair on that. So you've got a little torch red in your bed as well.
I want to bring attention to all the hardware too that's been done here. Not only are these rails nice, but check out these in here. And those are Allens. Those are not just normal screws. Really cleanly done. You've got a whole new wiring harness in here, and that can be displayed on these taillights. I'll let you take a look at those when you have a moment. You can see the new rubber that goes here. That's not only right there, it's throughout the whole truck, all new wiring. Nice rear roll pan as well, super stylish.
Yeah, everything, all the modifications that have been done to this is just quality. The guy that built this, he's got a full-time job.
Yeah.
This is just his passion. There's no way this truck would be on the market for this price if you put in all the labor. In fact, what's on the market here is probably less than the parts. But
it is.
for his sanity, this is what he likes to do, and God bless him because he does it well.
Love this aspect. This is a different type of hinge system than the old funky ones. And hey, Chevy's great. I love Chevy, but this is a nice upgrade. Your door's actually shut and closed. Also, Allen wrenches on the fixtures here. Really nice two-tone setup. I like that it's black under there too. These windows roll up easily. Really cleanly done.
Yeah, everything, I like your word. Everything you interface with, Max, is your word. Interface. Everything you're touching is just so cleanly done and so well thought out. And I love the rear view mirror. Just sharp. So this is a body off on this restoration, and here's a lot of the proof of that. Once again, all those bolts, high-end fasteners, everything was taken apart to be painted.
On the fasteners, note, there's 6 bolts, I believe. You can see one down there, here as well. And I forget the other spots, maybe one right down here, yep. You take those off, the whole front body comes out. If you want to put a different engine in, I don't know why you would, but...
Or just to work on your engine.
Yeah,
all
or clean it.
All that wiring, just snap, they just unclip and they're plug-in. So, excellent point.
So we've got disc brakes up front, drums out back, but you can see you've got your new reservoir and booster. You can see nice wiring kit. Your HEI is in the proper spot back there. Really like seeing a little pressure gauge there. We love our fan shrouds.
Yep, that'll help keep your engine cool, and I'm zoning in on that power steering as well. So there's nothing really about this vehicle that says tractor anymore. It's easy to drive, loves the highway speeds, and let's listen to it roar. Just easy low. We'll get some of this exhaust sound here. Mid dumps on the exhaust. Just a quick look at Max. Hey, he's gonna be our driver. All right, let's roll through some of the lights here. So you got some running lights, headlights, brights. We got your turn signals, all in operation. We do have working wipers. Brake lights, running lights, turn signal, turn signal. Doors open and shut easily, everything's lined up nicely. Nice new gauges.
Went into gear easily, no drama.
You've got a tinted windshield there on the top, so you don't need that goofy truck visor these things came out with. But you do have some sun protection there, which is nice.
Nice rubber seals, all new glass in this truck. Not only glass, but also these seals too, and that's throughout the whole thing. I got my door shut. Really want to do a burnout, but it's not my truck. It's going to be this person's truck, so we'll let them do that.
All new felts within the window there. So just a complete truck, obviously not a project, and it's had a few miles put on it, so you know that it's well sorted out. It's not something that somebody just hammered together. This is really what passion looks like.
I want to talk to you quickly about these old radio poles. So this is where the original radio would have sat. It's been filled in, shaved clean, and then these are actually your vent poles for down low. Whereas you used to have a slider directly onto there. There's an actuator behind the dash. Very trick, very cool. I've got a tachometer here that works. It also lights up when I pull my lights out at night, so you know what you're doing. Speedometer's working, gas gauge is working, amps works, oil's pinned, probably not working, that's okay. Temp too cold to really get this thing warmed up. Really nice to interface with this, really clean setup down here on the brake pedal and gas pedal. Clean steering column, nice steering wheel that matches the rest of the interior.
Speaking about brakes, let's go ahead and hit the brakes.
Oh, I want to hit the gas.
Yeah, I know. Well, let's do the brakes
All right,
first,
here we go.
and then put it in reverse so we can see that we've got a functioning transmission. Heading backwards. All right, hit the gas. We're at 10 minutes, 35 seconds.
That's powerful.
That's fun. All right, so Shep and Max, nice thing about this, it's too nice to be on our outside lot. So it'll be inside our 23,000 square foot facility and climate controlled, so it's going to be in the same shape as you've seen it on this video. To purchase this car, you need to call Max 208-721. Max is 208-720-8854. I almost had that. And I am 208-721-1973. We'll talk to you soon.